Welcome to the second episode of the DigiCast. I'm, of course, the host Digi, and two special guests today. Avid and Hythe.
Hey.
What's
The
up?
fathers, I guess we could say, of Devise. More or less.
Yes, I
fathers.
birthed Devise. Thank you.
Yourself, just completely strictly yourself.
Yep.
Turn up mic level. What? You gotta be kidding me right now. Is my mic level low, or is their mic level low? Damn it. Why is my mic level low? My mic level is... Damn it, Cash.
Cash, you better turn up your headphones.
As long as I'm good.
I don't care what he's like.
How's that? Hello. Hello. I do not understand. Oh, wait, what? Is it... Wait a second. Is it their mics? Because if so, I can do that. So I'm good. Are you guys good? Avid, hi, speak.
Hey, hello.
Oh god.
Sorry.
Is that right?
The yawn.
Is that better? Y'all good now? Okay, let's get going then.
Woo, we're good.
We're good. We're ready. We're set up. At some point, I'll be professional enough to be able to do this without having to do all of these tests and everything. It'll just all be there. It'll be ready to go straight away, rather than me trying to pass around.
At any point, you have to do tests. It doesn't matter where you're at.
Yeah, it's alright. Right. So, I have some questions. I'm sure that Ghost might have some questions himself as well, but I want to start with my first question. And it might bring back some really weird memories for you guys, I'm not too sure.
Uh-oh.
Right. Too Easy Gaming. What was that all about?
Too easy. Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, but
Hythe, you
the
want to take
name
this
and
one?
the logo and everything, it was an interesting name, I can tell you that now. Too Easy Gaming.
I think I came up with that, didn't I? Hey?
I think you did come up with that one.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, because then I transitioned
started,
it to Devise, yeah.
Yeah, that started as Infinite Warfare. You know, where you could have
Right.
like the four little clan tag.
Yeah.
Different digits. Then I had Too Easy. Or was that Black Ops 3? That might have been Black
It
Ops.
really wasn't. I mean, Black Ops 3 was just like us two and like tag, and that was it. Like, it really started in Infinite Warfare.
Okay. But yeah, we'd always have Too Easy. Cause, you know, sometimes I like to troll. I was feeling myself a little bit. Avid kind of took on to that too, and then it just kind of stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did Devise come from then? Like, what was the inspiration behind the name of Devise? Because it's like, that's a very extreme word to be honest with you. Like, devise means an awful lot of things, and mostly it's sort of like, it's more of like a scheme type of word rather than a sort of like making a plan or something. So like what?
Well, that's what it kind of. That's what it kind of
Hype with the sub. Thank you very much.
That's what it kind of went to. Like, we started it Too Easy, and then like Trey and I, like, we talked about it. We were like, we can't really be like professional with this, you know.
Right. With the name that mocks you.
Yeah. That's just not like. So like I thought about it for a few days and talked with him. We thought about it, and then I don't know. Devise, like the name means like the plan or the scheme or you know, like what you just said. So it was like to organize or to like, you know, to get together. And so that's kind of, I guess, why we settled on Devise. It was different, I guess, too. So I mean, there was a few other names that we had in mind, but
is there any that you can remember that comes through it? Go to the 5 bits. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Hythe, do you remember any names that we like?
I think that was mostly you. You were the one that wanted to do
Yeah,
names, so.
I was really okay.
If you can't remember, that's okay.
Yeah, I don't really remember anymore. was
I
almost
just
2
remember
years ago.
the Devise sticking out.
Yeah, it just stuck
It's
out. I
like
mean,
a
we went.
sure, it was a
I'm
sure.
trying to think.
But yeah, that's the one.
It's definitely a very catchy name.
Yeah, like that's what it was.
It
I
was
don't
one
even
of those.
remember the other ones because it was like maybe it's something like it was something like nope, can't remember. Oh well.
Gotta force one out.
Bro, I really,
Okay,
I
right.
really could not remember one.
Ghost wants to know what made you want to create the org. Like, what was it that made you guys want to go from just sort of like a group of guys that game together with the same sort of too easy tag to something to the size of like what Devise is now, like a proper organisation where you have got sponsors and everything like that. What is it that made you guys want to have that type of org?
You went that way?
Well, I mean, for me, like I've always been into esports and like gaming, like the community itself. Like I started with like back in like Modern Warfare 3, I was always a COD guy. So I always started back in Call of Duty with a clan called Kids, and we were a clan, and we just did a bunch of like tournaments, wagers, and money tournaments and stuff like that, and money eights and things like that. And we started winning a lot, and I started getting involved into that kind of community. And then once that kind of fell off on the next COD, then I, kind of just stayed independent. And then I had a couple teams I could have went to, and then in competitive. And then once I got to college, that's when I already known Trey, but we roomed together and stuff. And then we kind of just, I didn't know he had the same like passion or like want as once as I did in terms of esports, in terms of gaming in general. And so I thought, knowing him in like high school, I thought he was more like, oh, I just play 2K, like he was just one of those guys. And then once I really got to like really know him, we saw the same similar concepts in terms of gaming and in terms of what we wanted to do for the organization that we created. So I don't know. It was kind of, for me, it was kind of an all, like, I wanted to do it since I was like 15, 16. But then it was kind of like easy. It was kind of like an easy yes, once Trey got involved. So.
And I'd like to add on to that. My man Avid, he was so shocked when I started watching anime. Like he actually real deal thinks that I'm like a jock.
I've known Hythe since like fourth grade, and like literally I had no idea. This dude was on like the basketball team. He was like, he was into like the girls and stuff. He was in the baseball team, bro. Like. That's just
talking pretty boy Hythe.
That was just how it was in middle school and high school. So like, I had no idea. So I thought he was just being like a sports guy, just like one of those like cool dudes. He could dress and stuff like that. And but I had no idea about the anime stuff. So I'd come home from like class, and this man's laying in bed with like snacks all over the bed, just chomping, watching anime. It was the funniest thing. I was so surprised. I was like, "What is this man doing?"
But yeah, just one last point to add is that Avid really like got me into like the COD esports scene. Like I had always liked COD and everything, but he's the one that really got me going with that. We'd watch a lot of Scump. Avid is a big fan of Scump, and so I became.
I love Seth. Seth is an amazing gamer.
Yeah.
I think he's great.
So I became a big fan of Optic, and just
my second favorite ginger in the world.
Who's your first?
Ed Sheeran, Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
He does.
I ain't gonna lie, he's got a nice voice.
Is that the country singer?
No. Country.
No. Country.
Ed Sheeran, isn't that like country or something or rock? I don't
know. No.
The dude that sings the 17 or whatever that song is.
Okay, I don't know.
And baby, I be loving you till 17.
Yeah, Hythe was definitely getting all the girls in high school then with a voice like that.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Top idol.
back to the topic. So, he'd watch.
Well,
what'd you say?
Go ahead.
So he was. We'd always watch Seth and Optic, and I was a big fan of. I started becoming a fan of Crim, and we just saw that the Green Wall and how they had a community that was like, really close together. And we wanted to get into the COD scene, so why not start our own stuff? I really like the business aspect of things.
Yeah,
I wanted, for my what I'm going for in school, or what I've almost completed in school, is working for a hospital in the business, on the business side. So I felt like this really was a good gateway for me, because I love video games and I love business. Why not try to start something bigger than myself?
Yeah.
So.
So, although it's probably a joke, Cash does want to ask, what were your first impressions of Cash? Because I can definitely say I've got some.
I mean.
I had some first impressions about my man.
This is the first time I met him. I knew he was a gamer. Put it that way.
How
this man is a nerd.
We worked together like 2 years ago. It was around 2 years ago, and he was introduced to me because he apparently was good at a certain game. I could tell he was a gamer just by like seeing him. And
profiling.
Yeah, it's called profiling. That's exactly what it is. That's what I do a lot. Whether it's good or bad, but yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, I played with him a few times. He was always a funny guy. But he was.
Oh yeah, Kev's a hilarious guy.
He's funny. But he's also really, really talented at pretty much every video game he plays.
Any video game that I've seen Cash pick up, he's been amazing at, which is something that I don't understand, because like this man could probably pick up, like, I don't know, Paladins and be one of the best players in the world. Maybe even League. If he gets a decent enough computer and he picks up something like CS or something.
Right.
I very much doubt that Cash could be bad at a game.
Yeah, I met Cash when he was already, coming on to us, or coming on the team, and we played Fortnite. And this man was crazy with it. Like he's like real chill, right? Until he starts doing something crazy shit. And then he just says some crazy shit. He starts like rapping a little bit, that Eminem fast one. And then he'll go completely silent after. And then all you hear is the I'm that Jewel, but he'd always be so calm, but he'd do his thing. So I really gravitated towards him. He's a very nice guy. So.
I mean, besides you two, obviously, Cash was like one of the first guys on Devise to like even communicate with me in any sort of way. And like, I think he hopped into one of my streams at one point, or I hopped into his stream and said hi. And he was just sort of like, oh, dude, we should game at some point. I was like, well, I'm free now. And he just said to me, yeah, just add me on PS4 and we'll play some Apex together.
For sure.
And just from then on, it was just quite a good friendships that Cash and I now have. Like we had that whole Digi duo thing going for a little while whilst he was playing Apex, which was awesome.
Yeah.
Obviously that's stopped now because he stopped playing Apex.
Sadly.
But
what a shame.
I can't really say that I blame him too much, to be honest with you.
Hold on
during
now.
The time... No, hear me out. You didn't let me finish.
Oh, my bad. Okay, go ahead.
No, during the time that Cash had left, there was an issue with the game. Like, they had updated it, and something just felt off about the game.
Yeah.
Eric, thanks very much for the like, man. I really do appreciate it. Hope that you're doing alright. And Chloe says hi, Eric. I'm gonna edit that part out. Leading on from that, then, what was your first impression of me? Like, that's something that I'm really curious about. What did you think of this little skinny, scrawny white boy from all the way from across the pond when he first started getting into contact with you guys, because I thought I was kind of irritating because I'd message you like both of you all the time.
No,
sort of like,
bro,
come on,
like
come watch my stream.
That was like no, that was like one thing that I kind of liked was you were motivated. You were like not like pushy, but like in a good way. Like you were like ready. You know what I'm saying? And so
yeah,
you were taking initiative, and then that's something we like. So I of course like the accent. I wish I could take that upon myself, but no, I mean that was what it was. You're driven, motivated. I mean, you were ready to go, and so we love that. We were passionate about your craft, and you wanted to help others, succeed in the which way you could, any way you could. So that was that's what I saw, and you're willing to be uncomfortable in a sense in terms of reaching out and connecting with others or getting people connected to each other, so that's kind of my thoughts.
Yeah, I first heard about you through Avid. Actually, Avid came to me. He's like, yeah, I've been looking at this guy. He's from the UK. I was like, what? Hold up. UK? What you talking about? Because at this time we were just trying to keep it not as like close knit as we could, but like as in location to where we could meet up and do certain things like photo shoots or just different stuff like that. But he was like, this guy's from the UK. He's very motivated, and he'd be a good addition. So I was like, okay, let me check him out. And I did, and like you can just very apparently see that you got the drive, right? It's very hard to find people that really talk up like their actions, right? I mean, they're gonna talk it up. But like it's different to walk the walk or walk. You know what I'm trying to say? What's the saying go, Alex?
If you talk the talk, you better walk the walk.
Yeah, something like that.
You
but you can
walk.
Yeah, but it's very apparent that you have a passion for it and you're willing to put in the work to actually see your dreams come to what is it, fruition?
Yes.
Is that the word for
it?
Good diction, bro.
That's
Thank
a
you.
I'm
being recorded. Yeah. So
not just a pretty face.
I'm trying to bring it out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
challenging me there.
Yeah,
say that with an English accent, and then you've got them all, man.
Try it out. I want to hear you say it.
Fruition.
You said fruition.
Fruition. I've got a speech impediment. Okay, don't have me.
Fruition.
Fruition.
But yeah, so
fruition.
We could definitely tell you how to drive. That's something that every org needs. Every org needs people. Like that's the backbone of organization. If you think about it, it's the support base and the people who are on it, dedicating time and effort. You see
some people that are crazy.
So
I mean, you look at people like Nadeshot, for example, with 100T, and there he came in and he first started in Black Ops 3, didn't he? He was trying to start in Black Ops 3. You got people like Aches and everybody on a team together, and they were just treating it like it was a joke, and then that sort of put Nade's name sort of down in the drain a little bit.
Right.
And now look at them, back-to-back world champions, well, not world champions, but back-to-back like LAN tournament champions, doing pretty darn well in league as well.
Yeah.
Right. And behind that, behind every good organization, behind every Nadeshot is like 20 or 30 other people, that are working day in, day out. Social media managers, editors, just
behind
stuff.
Hex there was Nade and everybody else, mostly Nade though, like they were close sort of together in Optic, obviously. I mean, Nade was made a partner of the company just after he exited from the professional Call of Duty scene.
Yeah.
And
right, and I'm talking about them and also the people like you don't even think of,
like
right?
your team.
You don't even get clout from it.
The lawyers and the people that are managing, like John Roberts.
There's so many people behind that team. Yeah.
Their new guy Jackson, who handles their esports marketing and managing and stuff like that. So.
Right, exactly. So.
And that's a thing that I've seen us doing quite a lot. So this is another topic that I was wanting to go on to, which is like something that I was very excited about was the idea of us not just being a organisation but also a brand as well.
Right.
So our logo being part of merchandise and our motto as well being part of merchandise, which you guys have put onto the new website, and that was something that I was very excited about when I first saw it come up on the Discord, that we had gotten a new website, and then I took a look and we had merchandise that I've not even seen.
Yeah.
And
that was pretty much Hythe's idea. Like, I mean, we kind of thought of the
really
motto, but he thought of
looks
putting that stuff
amazing.
on shirts. Yeah.
It really does. Like, that's not just me sort of saying it because I'm in Devise. If I did think that it was bad, I'd definitely let you guys know. But I would 100%. But it's genuinely something that I really like. I like the idea behind it. I like the fact that it's got our action, passion, commitment sort of basis on it.
Yeah. Every good brand has a backstory, right?
Yeah.
And it's called brand synergy when you have, your, like you were saying, your merch line up with your action statement or, with your slogan.
Yeah.
It's just that it's more professional, right? We're at the stage right now in Devise where we're trying to stand out from other amateur teams, right? Other amateur teams don't have their own not all amateur teams have their own website. Not all amateur teams have their own merch. We're trying to do things different so we can appeal to different investors and stuff like that to get funding.
Yeah.
To kind of move us to more of a professional atmosphere how we want. So it's all part of the plan. So.
When you were making the website, was the website the first idea, or was the merchandise the first idea?
Well, if you saw, we had already had previous merch on Amazon.
Yeah, on Amazon, yeah, yeah.
And then so we wanted to take that, because that is one of our main sources, is our merchandise. So we wanted to take that and see if we can get a different POD, print on demand company, to where we could make a better percentage off of each shirt, so we can put that back into the company. I mean, Amazon gives you a fixed rate, but with the POD that we have now, we can choose different materials of shirts. Like, there's a lot more customization, and I had just ordered this shirt, the one that I'm wearing right now, and I showed Alex this earlier through text, but I'll put it on screen now. And like, this is a mailer right here, and we even got our logo on, and it doesn't say Amazon, right? Before it would say Amazon, but now it's coming from Devise Gaming, right? It's more official.
Yeah.
And so that was a big decision. We chose this POD as well, but for the website, we also wanted a place again to show how like we were more official than the average, not the average, but just like people saying, "Oh, I'm gonna start a gaming company."
Those organizations that are up and coming, like what we are.
Right, but that are just like, okay, I'm gonna start something with my friend and then don't do anything with it, right? We wanted to stand out a little bit. So
was that sort of the basis of Devise at first? Was it just a group of you guys that were just friends, or did you and Avid both sort of meet each other, and then as you sort of started playing, you expanded out a little bit more and started meeting more people online, or did you know pretty much all of the main guys in person and you just asked them to join you?
I say Too Easy was more of like the friend.
Yeah.
And then once we decided to take more serious and redo our branding, when we went to Devise, we're like, okay, this is business. We wanted to start out with people that were close to us, so like, again, we could stand out with like taking pictures, like IRL pictures, because marketing 101 is that people respond better to faces, right? We wanted to get people's faces out, and so we were able to do that if they were close. Just hey, come over. We're gonna have a day where we do this, and we'll just spread that out across the channel. So, like maybe 1 week or like Monday, we'll have a picture of Vane in his jersey, and then Friday we got a picture of Cash in his jersey. Right? It's 2 different faces. We did the whole photo shoot on the same day, but we're spreading it out to where, you get a piece of the pie throughout the week, right?
Yeah, and I'm hoping to be able, because also something that is, Ghost has said that the website is looking nice, by the way. So thank you for that, Ghost. We do appreciate all the love and support that you give us. But obviously, with our brand and everything like that, the shipping for the newest merch that is on the website doesn't just go to America, thankfully. It's also worldwide. At least it says it on it.
Yeah. I made sure to do that
which is a huge thing for me. It's a huge thing for me. Honestly, I have no idea how excited I was when I found out that you guys had put it up like that. I was just like, oh my god. Yeah. Thank goodness for this.
And
because all of it looks really good, and obviously I can get my friend to do a photo shoot with me and everything, and it can, instead of it being like a professional shoot and everything, like, well, it will be a professional shoot, but instead of it being in like a in a room and everything like that, my buddy's one of those people who likes to go out and about and find like rural areas.
Yep.
Sort of like, I guess it's not really ghetto. That's the wrong word. How would I describe it? Sort of like more common areas, concrete jungle type areas. That's the type of areas I like. Yeah.
Makes sense.
So he showed me an area that he was wanting to do a shoot in, whereas like there was a wall that had some graffiti on it.
That's perfect.
And he said that he'd do it in there, and then there was like a stairs leading up to a block where it's sort of like really enclosed and everything. Cash telling me I don't know ghetto. Cash, I'm gonna know ghetto, 100%.
You don't want to know ghetto.
That's gonna happen.
You don't want to know ghetto. It's not something you want to
What? Ghost, your middle name is Ghetto. Get out of here, Ghost.
Whoa.
Okay. Ghost Ghetto Unknown. GGU. Why does that sound familiar? I don't know. But anyway, right. What was another question I was going to ask? There's something else about the website that I wanted to ask. Oh, that was it. Where was the motto from? Where did that strive from? Is it just 3 words that stood out to you guys, sort of like Devise did, or is that something that's more personal, like the passion, commitment, action? Is that like something more personal to you guys?
That was Avid. Avid came up with those.
Yeah, I mean, the passion thing, I mean, definitely stemmed from us, making it, but I think it also was something that I wanted to kind of stem from others that we brought in, or that we looked at as perspective. Like I wanted others to be like, oh, if we want to join, oh, here's their motto, here's what they stand for, here's what they believe in, and like and that's just something like that kind of helps navigate what we're headed, what in terms of direction. That passion part, do you have what it takes to not only believe in yourself, but to believe in your teammates and to want to get better and want to do things, for your brand, but for also the team brand. So, are you engaged in your craft? That's where the passion kind of stems from. And then the commitment part is, are you willing to basically continue that passion? Are you willing to keep that passion alive, so that you can kind of, grow it and you give it a chance to kind of to render itself. So, and then the action part is just kind of the, both, passion and commitment together, putting it forthcome, like putting it into the real world, into social media, onto those platforms that are being seen by others. That's where that kind of action comes from, is that passion, that commitment is now coming into fruition. You see that, I used your word.
Word stealer.
Yeah, passion and commitment coming into fruition is the action. So it was kind of just like once we kind of settled on Devise, and I kind of thought of it as like a brand, or as like a logo, as an esteemed company. I said, well, what do companies have? What do brands have? What sets brands apart from others? And sometimes it's just a motto. It's just a meaning. It's a direction. So
something to follow.
Something to follow. Yeah, just kind of a navigation tactic. So that's pretty much what it stemmed from.
And what I think when I hear the logo is that's what every player should have. That's what, right? How you were saying that passion, commitment, action. That's like commitment. Like what am I trying to say? You're in it for the long haul.
Hythe, it's your mind. You tell me what you're trying to say.
I get locked up when I'm trying to be, but I can't be. But so I'm trying to say is, if you have the passion, if you have the drive to continue to work, put in your best effort day in, day out, consistency is key, right? So if you continue to do what you need to do, and you'll make it, right? If you, I don't know, you know what I'm saying.
I get you. I'm
just reiterating.
I'm pretty sure. I know the way that you're sort of going for it. I understand it.
What is it? Telepathy.
There you go.
You're throwing out more big boy words? Jeez, Hythe.
I can only get big words out. I can't get a whole sentence out.
That's fair enough. We might as well just respond in single words.
Exactly.
Just single big words, and then that'll be fine. So Ghost is wanting to know, what is Devise's future goals or our current goals? So I guess we could do sort of both of those. So both for you guys personally and as an organisation, where are we heading in the near future and further down the line?
You can start out, A.
I'd say near future, I'd just say to just keep growing on each platform as much as we can. Set goals. I set goals for monthly in terms of progression. That's what I usually do, and I have weekly goals that intertwine with the monthly goals. So I'll set a goal for 1 week to get this done, or 1 week to get these things done, and they amount to a month, and then that progresses throughout the year. So if you can get those things done, then normally you're fine for a year. So in near future, I just basically making goals individually that contribute to not only individual success, but in terms of team success yearly on each platform. So it's YouTube, Twitch, just reaching milestones on those certain platforms, Twitter, Instagram, stuff like that. So, long term, I want to be goals wise being successful in esports, having successful esports teams, and also an entertaining stream cast. Stream team is super important to me, just because it's entertainment and it's fun for people to be involved with streamers, because it's not like competitive stuff where it's only
we're quite
timely.
lucky in the sense that we've got somebody like Dev at the moment as well, who's obviously he's on his comeback and everything at some point, but he is a much larger streamer than some of us guys that are a little bit smaller, so particularly for me as well. So he's somebody to not only look up to for us guys that are just coming in, and maybe the younger guys as well, who are still trying to teach themselves how to stream properly, but he's also somebody who can guarantee some sort of helpline at any point. I sort of, Dev, this has been an issue for me at the moment with my stream. How can I go about fixing it?
Yeah.
And obviously that's just one of those things where we're just bringing in people to help for those type of goals.
Yeah, and that's just it, like helping helping others and improving other people's like lives and how they want to do things in terms of esports, like being able to consistently have that drive to want to help others and impact others is something that I've always loved, and esports is that community to thrive in for that. So building a base where we can influence in a positive way others, I think gaming is a huge positive for stress relief and downtime, and taking breaks on things and stuff like that. I think it's a huge positive in those kind of ways, especially for young teens and young people. So that's long term what I hope to be able to accomplish, is to have that kind of impact.
So for me, the short term is, like he said, just the socials. I want Devise to become a content creation team first with like an esports team second, just how Optic was, right?
Yeah.
I really want us, or Avid and I talk about this all the time, push YouTube. We want to get everybody's YouTube going to where we create synergy, right? Synergy between team and every individual player, right? So one day, we're gonna have a special video from Calix on his vlog from him, and then another day, we got a cash 20 kill Fortnite gameplay on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we got the DigiCast coming up. Thursday, we got something else coming up. Saturday, we got a compilation vid for the week, right? And just that synergy that goes on the team page, just to let everybody shine, to get everybody involved. But everybody has to be working, right? So we just gotta continue to grow everybody else's personal channels, and also our. And for long term, I want to get good at content creation, because that's what investors look for, trying some money behind us, so we can actually some bigger strides. With money we should do stuff.
Yeah.
Instead of just, I feel like right now sometimes our hands are, because we don't have funds to do stuff. Especially with esports side of things. Just so that, and basically I want to get to where 100 Thieves at. That's that long term.
Yeah.
Basically, just becoming that gaming.
Something that I think is quite common for us Devise members as well, is that we really look up to 100 Thieves as an organisation, because they are more than just a gaming organisation. They are a brand ultimately as well.
Yep. Yeah, they got the lifestyle side of things going. They
do
branding, and they're killing it. Team houses, all that good stuff. And also 100 Thieves was created within the same year that Devise really started, right?
Yeah.
And so I look up to Nadeshot, right? Because he's doing what I want to do, and he's doing it quicker, right? So the reason why he's doing that quicker, because he's already established within the field.
He's had that following.
Yeah, and that's why I really got to give kudos to us, because we're doing the same thing, but we're on the harder difficulty, right? If I try to put it in game terms, we don't have that following already. We're trying to build ourselves up individually as content creators, while also pushing this whole gaming organization stuff. So I really want to tip my hat to Avid, and tip my hat to Digi and everybody else on the team, for believing in us and trying to make something also, pushing themselves. I feel like that's way hard. Already having a following and already like creating the brand and then just getting like bigger people on it, like and all those people. But so I really have to tip my hat everybody on the team for that.
Yeah, I mean, more for me, I think that just my current goal is to carry on with the direction that I'm going in, sort of not only establishing myself as a streamer and a content creator and a bit of an editor as well. I'm not amazing at editing, obviously, but I'm still trying. But ultimately also establish my name as a Devise member and grow with that place as an org. And then eventually, hopefully, like I've said to you guys before, try and have us expand into Europe, so that that's something that I can take control of and help to build as well, as much as I've been trying to help with the projects and everything, such as the DigiCast and everything.
Yeah.
But take it to a bigger level rather than the not small level that I've got it at the moment, because I think that I've tried to take on as much as possible, but try and put some more pressure on myself to help the organisation grow and to grow with it, and to be one of the people in the centre of that growth.
Yeah.
That's probably my main sort of
goals
for myself, I guess.
And that's what we need. Like we can't do it all by ourselves. We have to have people like that want to, push it and expand it. And that's why I liked having you that is over in Europe that can kind of push the brand over there, and we can't really do that, so having somebody over there that can do that and having people around the country, around the world that can do that is huge. But doing it in a positive way and doing it in a fun way that wants to do it and has fun doing it and enjoys doing it is important. So that's the end goal. That's really what we want. We just want to enjoy it. We love this stuff.
Enjoy it and grow.
Yeah, and
grow whilst we enjoy it.
Yeah, it's just about the process. It's just about the process.
Yeah. There's always a process for it. It's about Ghost has brought something in that as something that I was really wanting to ask that I completely forgot about. So thanks for that. It's complimenting Hythe specifically on your streaming content, and say that you go to the Apex and that the effects that you add and everything is quite comedy.
Thank you.
And your interaction with your viewers as well is something that he really strives for.
Hythe is not.
He's upset.
Apex.
He'd like to think so.
Hythe gets carried, and so it looks like he's goated at Apex, because when you turn his stream on, it says you are a champion, and he's got a nice little viewer count, and he's got these little kills. Yeah,
he's got 500 damage with one kill.
Look at the right side of the screen,
right,
and you'll see his teammate.
You've got Debster with 15
like 10 to 12 kills.
Look how he is. He won't even.
And like 4 revives. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying Hythe ain't good. What I'm just saying
is that he's better than Hythe at Apex, but he's throwing no shade.
But that's okay. See, in this day and age, it's about being an entertainer. So, a thing about the sound effect that I try to pick up on what other streamers are doing. If you have time to like watch TV, you have time to learn something new, right?
Yeah.
I always thought that was kind of like a good quote that I heard from somebody while learning something from them, because I always love to watch my how-to videos on YouTube. So.
Yes, you do.
And so I'm always looking for ways to set myself apart, especially when streaming.
How to open a door. That's what Hythe would look up.
See, that's basically. I can't even talk without getting messed up. So.
Go ahead.
But yeah, I'm always trying to learn and do other things. So. Thank you.
Yeah, it was something that it was something that I was wanting to ask as well, is because obviously in the video that I had edited for you guys, the Meet Devise videos that we had tried to do, which I still need to do mine for and try and get more people to do, so hopefully I'll be able to get that done over summer. But you had said that you are highly inspired by people like DrDisrespect for their stream. Obviously, rip DrDisrespect at the moment because of his stream being
you can't go in the bathrooms. Little kids with their wee-wees out. Can't do it.
Yeah, exactly. You can't do it. It's just not allowed. You can't do it. I'm mad because he's searches up how to grow 3 more inches. Jesus. Poor guy.
Messing with you. But yeah, see, that's why I like DrDisrespect. Not only is he's good at the game, right? Back to back 1993, 1991. Blockbuster video game championship or whatever, but he's just so entertaining.
The 2-time.
The 2-time. He's so entertaining, and he has one beast of a stream. It's always entertaining. When I watch him,
he's just one of those guys. He's just got that natural ability to entertain.
When I watch him, I'm not doing anything else, right? I'm not even like looking away. I'm like 100% always into his stream. And why is that? Because he's able to switch up. You know, when you look,
draws you in.
Yeah, when you look at streaming, it's mostly going to be like vanilla playing the game, right? That's the gist of it. They're watching you play the game, and so you got 100 other people that do the same thing, right? But you have to do certain things that make yourself stand out to where people want to stay and people remember who you are, right? And so I really got to commend DrDisrespect for, like, he even made a whole different persona. Usually people don't even do that, right? People
and he still keeps it up in public as well. When he's in the outfit and everything, he keeps up that persona.
Exactly. Like, people are usually themselves when they play video. Takes on the personality of a whole different person, and just makes up a complete backstory, and Diablo, he makes up just different stuff that just keeps it entertaining.
And he's also really quite good at broadcasting himself as well. I mean, he speaks Chinese, so
he speaks Chinese.
No, he does.
No, he
does. He does. 100%. I believe it. 100% he speaks Chinese. I believe it.
Bro, okay, that might be borderline just wrong, bro. He goes.
Oh, he's so funny when he does that. Oh my god. No, right, what was it? So, obviously, fuck's sake. No, so moving on, we'll go on to a different topic and everything. Believe it or not, we have reached an hour.
Gracious.
Of this already. So
I'll
try and see if we can.
2 parts.
Maybe, who knows? 2 parts. Oh god, 2-part DigiCast. So one thing that I was wanting to ask is, with the new additions to the team, about a month ago now, I think it was, wasn't it, that we had our RC?
Yeah, about a month.
About a month ago. We've got the 2 new COD guys, right? Moth and
Clouds, yeah.
And Moth and Clouds. So this is more of a question directed to you, Avid. What was it that about those 2 in particular, out of all of the other guys who play COD, made you want to bring them onto the COD team?
Well, first and foremost, it's mostly just about their dedication, especially Clouds. Like, Clouds would always, like, he was active on not only my tweets but the team's tweets. He was all over it. And he was posting his stuff. He was active, and so he's young, and so I feel like sometimes young people don't get an opportunity, and a chance to prove themselves. And so, and I saw talent. I saw raw talent in him, with clips and stuff like that, and gameplay, and he streams. So he was just all over it. And to me, he was just one of those guys I couldn't miss. And Moth, to me, I'd played with him before. Well, we scrimmed, actually. We were all on the opposite teams. We scrimmed his team. and like months back, like 6-7 months back, and ever since then we had played together a few times, and he basically told me that he was leaving his original team and wanted to look for a change and a new opportunity to kind of prove himself and change his direction in terms of Call of Duty and stuff like that. So he has a LAN experience and stuff like that. So he wanted to get on the creative side and be more a part of an organization that's going to be directed towards something. And so, that hit home for me. And, that was basically, why I chose them too. So,
yeah, they are very talented players.
Yeah.
I've watched them both play now. They are both very, very talented.
Yeah.
Cash says about CODs that crouch shooting used to get Hythe hyped. Is this true, Hythe? Crouch shooting used to get you hyped up?
Oh yeah, man. Oh, Cash. I miss playing with Cash. And them GBs.
I do miss COD sometimes.
Oh yeah, he just crouch, uncrouch, crouch, uncrouch. While he's like has 100% accuracy, it's just crazy. Yeah, I enjoyed good times.
Yeah, and Ghost wants to know what we think of him.
Ghost? That's my guy.
Yeah, Ghost.
Like I said, another active guy. He's supporting, our organization's, tweets, posts, and IG stuff. He's commenting. He's just in everybody's stream. He's one of those guys that you love. So, shout out to him. I know he's looking forward to our new content every time we post something. So,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
he's one of the true.
I know Ghost. I've been talking to him, the Twitter DMs. I think he's got a lot of passion. He's got already. He came to me asking about how he could. It was cool. I gave him some honest advice, and he's actually putting it to use because he's gained. I think he said about 120 followers in like a month or something.
Yeah.
But he's really putting.
He's doing really well.
Yeah, he's actually working on stuff. Got the drive, just a bunch of good qualities.
Getting himself a PC as well.
Yep. He's working, saving up money for that PC. I think he's like a towel boy or something like that. He delivers like linen in like a hotel or something like that. But he's really on his grind, doing his thing. Yeah, I see him. We notice him.
3 weeks tops, possibly, for your PC. Sounds good to me, guys. Sounds really good to me. Yeah. Oh, he says he's a beach boy.
Oh, beach boy. I knew it had something to do with towels.
I think that the first time that I had noticed Ghost was when I'd looked on the Devise community Discord, and I'd seen for about 5 evenings in a row his name pop up. It was just 5 nights. Every single person that was putting in that they're live was him, and only him.
Yeah.
And it was just sort of one of those things where I was like, look, I've seen him on here, I've seen him on Instagram, I might as well hop in and watch his stream for a little while, because I'd usually hop on and support the Devise guys. As much as I tried to see the other guys on the community Discord and everything, sometimes I just don't have the time.
Right.
So I thought I'd go and take a look at his stream, and immediately it was just one of the first things that I had noticed about him was that he's not only hyped up about Devise and the potential of him joining and being recruited into the organisation, but he's also just genuinely a nice person and quite a humble guy.
Yeah.
And was very supportive of certain things that we had done that other people weren't particularly supportive of, which I won't bring up because it's no point in starting that sort of conversation.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just seemed like somebody who was very down to earth Is probably the best way that I could put it.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. That's essential in the community. You know, being able to connect with others on a real life basis. That it goes beyond like behind the screen. You know, like, and that stuff matters. So, it's noticed for sure.
Mm. It is 4th of July for me at the moment, by the way, so happy 4th of July.
Hey, we still got 4 hours. But
do you even celebrate the July over there?
No, we have nothing to do with Independence Day.
I was about to say, Hythe, what the hell?
No.
History, didn't you? God bless.
I mean, he's the one that said happy 4th of July.
I'm being polite.
He knows what
but
it is.
But it's not 4th of July for us. So if you say happy 4th of July, that's for you.
I'm sorry, as much as I do love you guys, I'm not staying up for another 4 hours just to say happy 4th of July dead on time.
You're gonna be asleep.
I'll be dead by the end of this. After this, that's me gone. I'm gonna be zonkoed out. I'm gonna be dead to sleep, ready to wake up at 8 o'clock. I had to edit that part out, but Chloe just looked at me as if to say, "The fuck?" What you talking 8 o'clock? Cash says he who drinks a 5th on the 4th may not be able to go 4th on the 5th.
That's probably true.
I mean, I don't really drink much.
That is probably true. Which is why I will not be
partaking.
I will not be partaking.
I don't celebrate it, so there's no point for me.
There you go.
Getting the barbecues out, are you?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Gonna be having.
Hopefully, it's supposed to rain. Sadly, here, so which sucks, but
I'll be working, making $54 an hour. All good.
There you go.
$54 an hour.
Where do you work?
Right.
Jeez, I want your job.
Jeez.
I'm on £6 something an hour. £6.15 an hour.
It's like
$8.
Yeah, it's like.
I'm on nothing. It's terrible money.
Alright, brother, you got any more questions for us?
3 times pay for holidays, fair enough. Let me try and think. Is there any more questions I have? Oh, one more thing that I did want to bring up. About sponsors and everything. Obviously, Magna Core Energy have had their rebrand and everything. Is that something that you're excited to see? Because it's something that I personally am very excited to get involved in and see where it leads to.
Yeah, go ahead, Avid.
I am very excited. I remember discussing with this company. Was it last year when we partnered? I don't remember. It was last year, and they were going well for about 2 months, and then after that, they announced that they would, they were going to have issues and they would be gone for a little bit. We didn't know that they were going to be gone for almost a year.
Yeah.
But things happen, and we move on, and so they got back in touch with us, and I'm just glad they kind of did get back in touch with us and then had that communication aspect at the at the end result. So I like the company. I like the guys that run it, Grizzly and them. So I'm excited for their new products. They're involved with the militia, the Mag Militia is their community, and they're involved with those guys and everybody in it that's polling for new items and new flavors and of supplements. And I'm excited for late this month or mid next month, early next month, whatever, whenever they set the real date. So yeah, it's definitely a great company, and I'm excited for their new products and new items in the shop. So
Hi.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. Like you said, I liked them at the beginning because they were up and coming company, just like how we were, and you could just tell that they had the passion and drive for it. and then they did like the avatar and just disappeared right when the world needed the most. And so I was kind of skeptical about them, right? But we gave them the benefit of the doubt and stayed with them, stayed promoting them. They were down, tried to get the word out about them. So I'm just glad we finally got products sell again. Hopefully they see the value and maybe get us a better discount code or something. But I'm excited for the future.
Yeah, it's definitely an exciting time. I've hopped into the majority of their streams with Grizzly and everything, where he's been talking about things, and I've listened to the podcast as well. I've been really trying to stay up to date with the Magna Core stuff. Hello, Frog. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Thank you for joining in with the stream. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that he had sort of said that he was going to be doing, and he's apologised an awful lot for the hiatus that they've had. But I think that they're making some moves that are unquestionably very good moves. Like, instead of bringing out the one flavour, he's now bringing out 3 different flavours. Which is something that I think is probably the best business move that he could have made at the time.
Yeah, he's going back to his roots with one of the flavors. It's going to be good.
Yeah.
I think
so he's got the raspberry iced tea, the peach mango, and then he's got the green apple coming as well.
The supernova flavor would have been cool, and I think it's a good addition if in the future. But yeah, I think it was smart to kind of back out on that, to begin with, as a kind of a revamp startup. And initially go with what's been working in the past and then expand from there. I like how they're polling stuff and really asking the community about their new items. The sunglasses was their newest thing. The hats was before that. They've got some drawstrings as a backpacks and some stickers they're going to add in. So it's going to be cool stuff. I'm super excited for
and I'm excited for the fact that they're giving the mag swag, as he's called it, away with anybody who's pre-ordered. So obviously I'm looking forward to getting my pre-order. Magna Core's office looks like it's off GTA 5. it's a sick house.
Well, and that's
it really is, guys.
And that's huge too for them. I think having an official location to do business in and house their equipment and house their stuff in and materials to do meetings at and get other companies involved and partner with people and stuff like that is huge. And it's not just coming out of a home or a warehouse or anything like that. It's out of an actual office building, which is showing what they're capable of in terms of business. So
and I'm kind of hoping to be able to go there myself as well. It's one of the things I'm kind of hoping to do.
Oh, a tour when I go visit.
So when I come over to meet you guys. Phoenix, Arizona. Then I don't know which way is best to go, to Arizona first and then Kentucky, or Kentucky first and then Arizona.
Probably us first and then Arizona.
So I've got to meet you guys and then maybe go to Arizona as a representative for Devise. But it's just, there's a lot of things that I'd like to do, and I'm very excited to see where Magna Core goes. And I'm happy that they're now back on track, to be honest with you.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, is there any questions that you guys have? Anything that you guys want to bring up, just to sort of put out there in the open?
Good. This was an amazing podcast. Thank you for having us on.
Yeah, thank you for having us on, for sure. I'm excited to see, the future of this. DigiCast, I think it's a great name. And I sat down with Chloe for about 15 to 20 minutes talking to her about certain names and everything. That DigiCast was one of the first ones that I came up with, but I wasn't too sure if it sounded a little bit too much like
I was trying to make it my own thing rather than a Devise thing.
Right.
But
Yeah.
after a while, because I was going to be the main host for it and everything, DigiCast just sort of stood out, and sort of like how Devise stood out for you guys, DigiCast stood out for me,
Exactly.
and it was the one that I went back to.
And that's perfect. Sometimes you just take the initiative on what comes first. So, yeah, we definitely appreciate you thinking of this idea. This is a great idea, and I look forward to other people being on it and seeing what you can really do with it. So.
I mean, we'll see who else comes on. Maybe at some point I can get a permanent co-host as well, so I don't have to try and bug everybody in the Discord to come on.
Yeah.
Because I do feel bad doing that, but at the same time I do want to get it done.
For sure.
But that's us pretty much an hour going strong as well, which is amazing.
Oh man.
So that's double the time of the last one.
Amazing host.
I appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys as well. And before I click off of the stream and everything, and then be able to say goodbye to you guys properly and everything, I do want to say publicly thank you guys very much for giving us all on Devise the opportunity that you've given us all, and for coming up with the idea, and for taking me on as well personally, and just sort of giving me a platform to strive for and to try and represent. So I really do appreciate it, and I thank you guys a lot.
Oh no, thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like we were saying, we're so glad you're active. We're so glad you got that drive and you're putting it a passion into action, basically. So yeah, so appreciate you.
Yeah.
Right, well, I think that I'll end off the stream here, and that'll be the end of the DigiCast for today. I hope that anybody who's watching it still has enjoyed and would like to see the next episode at some point down the line. Hopefully, in 2 weeks' time, I can get another couple people, another person to come on and join me on the cast. But again, thank you to Avid and Hythe for joining me, and taking your time in your evening to chat with me for an hour. And I'm very grateful for it. Thank you guys again, and I hope that everybody has enjoyed it, and I'm sure that we'll see you all again at some point. So thank you very much for watching.
Yeah,
absolutely. Peace.
Peace out.